Hello, and in this screencast for Apache Isis I'm going to extend my application so that here I have a customer and I'm going to have the ability to have a collection of associated orders, so a customer can create orders. Now to do this I'm going to use a few of the templates we have available from the Isis website. If you go to the developers guide and go to this particular section, you'll find lots of things you can download and use to configure your IDE. So I have all that set up for myself. Let's get to the coding. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this package I have set up, which is nice and empty at the moment, and I'm going to create a new domain entity. It's going to be called customer order. It's going to have a property product, so you can specify the product you want to create. We'll leave these as empty, and the type of the product attribute is a string. That gives us this code here. And then what we want to do is we want to tie this customer order back to the owning customer, so I can do that using this little snippet, and it allows null is false, it's mandatory, so that's that. While I'm here I'm also going to update the compare to implementation, so we also want to be implemented so it's comparable on the customer as well as the product. That is to say, two different customers could both order the same product. That kind of makes sense. We'll do that for the toString as well. And I think that's that side of the equation sorted out. So let's go back to customer. And so here I'm going to have a new collection. So again, I can use one of my snippets. So it's this guy. It's a set of customer orders and mapped by customer. So that's the foreign key, if you like, pointing back to this object. We'll say true, which basically means cascade deletes. And then it would be nice to have an action to be able to add orders, requesting the product name. Oops, what was that? String product, and returning the customer, so return this once we're finished. So we're going to need a couple of services to be injected, so let's do it right now. We need a factory service, and we're also going to need the repository service, so they're both going to be required. Let's just do that all up front. So back to the action, we want to go factory service dot instantiate the customer order and plonk that into a variable, and then we want to initialize that guy with the customer being this object that's creating it. Also the product, set that up to be the value we just prompted for. Let's now add this newly created customer order to the collection and keep things, and then the last thing we need to do actually is just to persist the object. So that's the customer order. And I think that's everything we need to do. So let's give it a go. Okay, the app is running. Let's have a look. So here's a customer. I've now got a nice collection of orders, and I've got a new action called add order. So let's see if we can add some baked beans. And yep, there they are. Let's add another thing. I don't know, baked potatoes or something. And they can be added as well, and then we can go and have a look at the customer. Obviously we need to fill it in, we've got to do a title and other types of things and layouts, but basically it's working, which is great. Alright, so that was a quick screencast on how to set up a one-to-many bidirectional relationship between two entities. Hope that made sense. Give it a go.